Hello, dear hearts. Welcome to Connecting to Consciousness, where the focus is to explore, to question, and examine our perspectives. I'm Nasira Waters. When challenges come, do you go to scarcity or opportunities? When you see yourself, do you see what's lacking or possibilities? When you experience disconnect or emptiness, do you focus on limitations or your capacity for growth and your agency? Whichever one is your go to, they will significantly influence how life unfolds for you. You see, one reality is that what we focus on is what we attract. What we focus on is also what shows up in our lives more consistently than we may want it to. Now, this scarcity mentality, if it's your go to, it's a state of being. And often we may not recognize where that state of being, that scarcity mentality originated, whether it be something that we were exposed to as children or because of past experiences, we could have developed that scarcity mentality. Now, there are times when all of us may have a scarcity mentality. And of course, that's something that we want to overcome. But I'm really talking about those of us who have this state of being that we are often looking at the world through a lens of lack. Either there's a lack in us, there's a lack in certain systems and structures and or others or places, the list can go on. Here's the thing. In life, there will be challenges. If you haven't experienced them yet, live long enough and there will be challenges. Whether those challenges are dealing with our income, housing, health, education, of course, our relationships, and our self image, challenges will come. But the reality is, we can still experience the challenges with a mindset of abundance, with a mindset of having a capacity to grow, with a mindset that allows us to have a perspective that doesn't limit our ability to grow, to be strengthened, to move forward. And in order to do that, I want to share some things based on my experiences and observations. First thing is we have to be intentional about practicing how to overcome a scarcity mentality. And in order to be intentional about it, we need to be aware of our day to day. So, when we wake up in the morning, what is it? What's your go-to when you wake up in the morning? For instance, when you wake up, are you in gratitude or are you in the mindset of, oh, this is going to be a hard day, or oh, I don't feel like going to work, and the like? Being intentional about this process of overcoming scarcity, the scarcity mentality, means that there are things that we need to put in place to support the process of overcoming a scarcity mentality. And so, one of the things that I invite you to do is think about What are you grateful for when you wake up in the morning? Even if you have to, you may need to write on an index card the word gratitude and put it on the side of the bed so that you can remind yourself to be in gratitude. Whether that's you're in gratitude for people in your life, the things that you have the capacity to take care of, your health, and so on and so forth. But just to start practicing having an attitude of gratitude upon your awakening, okay? Upon you waking up in the morning. Next, consider what is it that you're listening to on a day-to-day basis and how it's conditioning your thought patterns. So, what are you listening to? Whether it's podcast, music, what is it and how is it conditioning your mind? We want to ensure that what we're listening to is nurturing, helping us to grow, helping us to think critically about how we're showing up, helping us to shift our thinking in ways that are meaningful and productive. Next, what are you reading? Is the reading programming you in ways that don't support an abundance mentality? And so you want to ensure that you're intentional about the content that you read so that it is helping you to not only overcome a scarcity mindset, but to take on the mindset of abundance, of capability, of capacity, of growth, of thinking more in line with showing up as the best God created version of yourself. And that phrase I got from Dr. Jackie Green, which I love actually. Next, your relationships. The relationships that you engage in, are they nurturing? Are they challenging you to become better? Because if they're not, you want to be intentional about the people that you open yourself to, that you allow in your space. You want to be intentional about the fact that these people are going to support your process of having a growth mindset, of having a mindset that allows you to see things in a way that helps you to grow and helps you to understand your capacity to show up in your excellence, your capacity to expand yourself. Last, what are you watching? What images and stories are you watching that influence how you think about yourself, about the people around you, about society? You want to be intentional about the things that you watch so that they nurture a mentality that allows you to look through a lens of progress, of opportunity, of possibility. Again, this is an intentional practice. So it's important that we go through our daily routines and our daily lives to identify those areas in our lives that maybe are not supporting that type of growth mindset. And then we intentionally find those things that actually support it, because we attract what we focus on. Again, we attract what we focus on. And so staying in that attitude of gratitude when we wake up, being intentional about what we listen to and what we read, being intentional about the relationships that we engage in and what we watch is going to be paramount when it comes to overcoming a scarcity mindset. So as we continue on this journey of curious self-discovery and becoming the God-created versions of who we are intended to be, I invite you. Let's take this journey together. Until next time, live consciously.